Just what went wrong for Manchester United against Crystal Palace? Well, in terms of the first half, there's not really much that you can criticise United for. At times the side's shot and pass selection could have been better, but for the opening 45, United were in complete control. There were some really nice movement patterns in United's build-up though. As in every game, United looked really strong in transition, looking to break while Palace was still in the 2-3-5 structure. And it was really interesting to see how Weghorst was utilised in these situations, dropping deep countless times whilst Rashford made runs in behind, and helping the side to best find the wide man. At times as United were about to win possession, Weghorst would drift to the left side, taking a defender with him while Rashford moved into a more central position, which provides another dynamic to Ten Hag's attack, and it will be interesting to monitor for the rest of the season. When out of possession, we saw exactly what Weghorst brings to the side: intelligent pressing, cutting out easy passing options in the process of closing down, and in turn forcing Palace long and increasing the chances of a turnover. I thought David De Gea was excellent throughout the entire game. Look here how he plays a clipped pass into Wan-Bissaka, my favourite pass from a keeper, taking out the Palace front press in the process. The fullback doesn't quite get his touch right, but if he did, United were out of the press. The save just before the opening goal is genuinely one of the best that I've ever seen, and it was really the only threat that Crystal Palace offered all half. Shortly after came the opener, and I really liked this goal. Beginning with Rashford and not receiving the ball but closing down and forcing Klein to play long. United recycled possession and progressed down the left wing with a triangle of Fernandes, Eriksen and Rashford, which shows just how much the United system rotated. Fernandes drifts inside, leaving Rashford wide and Eriksen in the half space. The run from Eriksen catches Palace completely off guard, with Doucouré and Klein having a miscommunication. Weghorst drags two defenders into the 6-yard box and opens the space for Bruno. The cutback is perfect and the Portuguese composes himself before finishing well for the opener, which is no more than what United deserved, going into the break with an XG of 1.16 whilst limiting Palace to only 0.15. In the second half, United looked to play more in transition, which is what we've seen in the majority of games this season, but this concedes control of the game, and in the second half United really lost control. The side were playing direct far more often, attempting more riskier passes and losing possession far more frequently. Palace also deserve credit for this. The work out of possession in the second half was really impressive. One of the few United players who always looked composed was Lisandro Martinez. The Argentinian was central to any spells where United had control in the second half, and the defender looked like he made the players around him more calm on the ball as well. And when United showed this composure, they carved through Palace and into the final third. Now, in terms of the VAR controversy, I'll only be brief on it because you can't blame the result purely on that. That being said, it's a penalty. It's a stonewall penalty, and it's becoming more and more frequent where VAR is getting the wrong calls. But back to the game, and Palace's hard work out of possession is what led to the Casemiro booking, forcing a turnover through Mitchell. The Brazilian will be a huge miss at the weekend, but these things happen. It was a similar case for the equaliser as Palace forced United long, and they won a free kick in the final third as a result of it. And it's just an example of where you have to appreciate the quality of the goal because there's nothing that you can really do about it. It's unreal from Elise, but United should take away a positive in the fact that until this point, Palace never really cut through them. After the goal, United had a massive chance through Casemiro, and Wan-Bissaka made a heroic last-man tackle to stop a Palace counter. But it ended in a draw at Selhurst Park, and there was plenty of positives for United to take away before the game against Arsenal at the weekend.